Hi everyone, today we're going to sing a Scottish song called Three Craws, and it's about three crows, three big black birds that are sitting on a wall. But because we're singing it as a Scottish song, we have to say it with Scots dialect. So the words go like this. Three craws sat upon a wa. We're not going to pronounce wall, we're going to say wa. Sat upon a wa. Sat upon a wa. And on that bit, we're going to hold on to the word wa, and our voices are going to get higher and higher. And then it goes, three craws sat upon a wa on a cold and frosty morning. Now to sing it, it sounds like this. Three craws sat upon a wa, sat upon a wa, sat upon a wa. And that's the bit where our voices get higher. And then we're going to go up one more note and we're going to begin singing Three Craws again. So it goes, sat upon a wa, three craws, sat upon a wa on a cold and frosty morning. Okay, so let's see if we can try to sing that along with the piano. Three craws sat upon a wa, sat upon a wa, sat upon a wa. Three craws sat upon a wa on a cold and frosty morning. The second verse is about the first craw. And the first craw was crying for his mummy. And but we're not going to say crying because this is Scots. So we're going to say greeting for his ma. So let's try those words. Let's see if we can say the first craw was greeting for his ma, greeting for his ma, greeting for his ma. The first craw was greeting for his ma on a cold and frosty morning. Okay, let's try that verse. The first craw was greeting for his ma, greeting for his ma, greeting for his ma. The first craw was greeting for his ma on a cold and frosty morning. The second craw fell off the wall and he broke his jaw. So we're going to say, the second craw fell and broke his jaw, fell and broke his jaw, fell and broke his jaw. The second craw fell and broke his jaw on a cold and frosty morning. Okay, let's try that with piano this time. The second craw fell and broke his jaw, fell and broke his jaw, fell and broke his jaw. The second craw fell and broke his jaw on a cold and frosty morning. The third craw, he couldn't fly. So we're going to say, the third craw couldn't flee at all, couldn't flee at all, couldn't flee at all. The third craw couldn't flee at all on a cold and frosty morning. Let's try this verse with the piano. The third craw couldn't flee at all, couldn't flee at all, couldn't flee at all. The third craw couldn't flee at all on a cold and frosty morning. Now, when I first learned this song, I thought that would be it, and we would say that was the end of the song because it's a song about three craws. But actually, we sing about a fourth craw. But this verse is so silly because we say, the fourth craw wasn't there at all. That means he wasn't there at all. He must be visiting somebody or something like that. But the song is called Three Craws, so it's just silly saying the fourth craw. Okay, so we're going to say, the fourth craw wasn't there at all, wasn't there at all, wasn't there at all. The fourth craw wasn't there at all on a cold and frosty morning. Okay, so let's try that verse about the fourth craw. The fourth craw Whistly there a-ta, whistly there a-ta, whistly there a-ta, the fourth craw. Whistly there a-ta on a cold and frosty morning. And then the last verse, we just say, and that's and that's all, I ken aboot the craw. In Scotland, ken means to know. That's all I know about the crows. But we're going to say, and that's I ken aboot the craw. Okay, so let's try that last verse. Here we go. And that's all I ken aboot the craw. I ken aboot the craw. I ken aboot the craw. And that's all I ken aboot the craw on a cold and frosty morning. Okay, so now we're going to try to go through all those verses. That's actually 5 verses. We've got a first verse, which is 3 craws sat upon a wa. We've got our second verse, which is about the first craw. Our third verse is about the second craw. Our fourth verse is about the third craw. Actually, we've got 6 verses because our fifth verse is about the fourth craw. And the last verse is about, and that's all I ken aboot the craw. Okay, so good luck trying to get through all these words. Remember, it's 6 verses, not 5, as I had previously said. And I hope you enjoy singing that today. And I hope you enjoyed singing that song today. I looked out my window earlier and saw 4 crows pecking around in my garden, not on the fence, but pecking around the garden. And I thought to myself, I could have taken a photograph of them and put them in my video. I hope you have a wonderful day.